Welcome to this presentation on getting started signing up for an Access account from the U.S. National Science Foundation Access Program. My name is Joel Adams. Let's get started. You can create an Access account by visiting the Access portal, access-ci.org. Let's see how to begin the process, which can be completed using any operating system and browser. I'll be using macOS and Chrome. Please feel free to follow along on your computer. In your browser, go to the Access portal, access-ci.org. On that page, you'll click the Get Started button to begin the process. The details of this process can change from time to time, so I won't demonstrate the entire process here, but it mostly consists of completing a series of web forms, providing the information needed to create your account. There are two ways to register for and sign into an Access account: using an existing account or creating a new Access-specific account. For U.S.-based academics, we recommend that you use the account from your academic institution, since this will reuse your existing account, instead of creating a new one for you to remember. Other users will need to create a new Access-specific account. Either way, the Get Started button is where to begin the process. Clicking it takes you to the Get Started page, which asks you to identify the role for which you intend to use your Access account: researcher, educator, graduate student, and so on. You should select whichever role best describes your expected use of Access. I'll select researcher for this demo, but the process is similar for each of the different roles. Clicking that link begins the process. Scroll down and click the Register for an Access ID link on that page to get started. Know that if you are your project's principal investigator, you must be based in the U.S. You'll need to provide an email address from a U.S. college, university, or company. In particular, Gmail addresses cannot be used. You'll also need to agree to the Access Acceptable Use Policy. For example, Access requires you to follow good cybersecurity practices and to report any known security breaches. You'll also need to agree to abide by the Access Code of Conduct, which defines acceptable and unacceptable behaviors in detail and provides links for reporting violations. Put positively, always act like a professional in your Access interactions. Put negatively, don't be a jerk. When you have completed these web forms, congratulations, you will have successfully registered for an Access account and will be ready to begin using Access. Be sure to note that the email address you used when you registered is the one you must use when you sign into Access. With that, let's return to our presentation. To summarize what we've just learned, to create an Access account, go to the Access portal, access-ci.org. There, click the Get Started button to begin the process. Different people have different computational needs, so Access lets you specify a role that describes your expected usage: researcher, educator, grad student, etc. Whatever your role, you'll be expected to abide by the Access Code of Conduct and acceptable use policies. Failure to observe these policies may result in the loss of your Access privileges. In the next presentation, we'll see different ways to explore the many resources available through Access to see which ones might be most useful for your project. Thank you for watching this Access presentation.